comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Get into the ring. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The cross-up's good. Misfire with the drive impact. You do not want to whiff an impact. Does a good job of pushing back. Oh! Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Had the radar up and running. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up, brushes that off and keeps going. Good old slap, down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get them punished. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. A quick breather. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. In with the cross. Player two brushes that off and keeps going. It can't squander this punish counter change. Player blinks it. Player two can't use any drive boost. Got pop the painted talent and Aki's going hunting. Excellent read. Oh my, pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, banks it on the fireball. Player two is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Connects with medium kick. Player two chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. And oh! Jumps up. Triggers Toxic Blossom to stack the deck. Oh, says no to the impact. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Good old slap. Looking to impress with this super. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Ugh. Damn it. Player two is in a pretty good situation. Oh, gets the side switch. Raw critical. What's gonna happen? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Farewell.
What a finish! Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Get into the ring!
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low heavy. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Opts for the throw. All right. Time to do some damage after that wall splash. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws out a projectile. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Oh! Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Life lead opens up. All right, what's KO? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Im picks the air throw. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Jumps in. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Uses the gauge for a super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Driving back misses and whiffs. They're wide open. What now? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Knock them out of the air. Punish counter on reaction. Good old slap. Oh, now that is a punish. What were they thinking? Right shot! You need guts to pull that off. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump in. They were waiting for it. Manages to block the jump impact. Squash. Hits him with a stopping pop. 100-hand slap. What now? Player 1 with the lead. All the throw connects. The low. Will this super art do anything? Player 2 needs to take a drop that off. Fights back with authority. Both stop turns out. They're in range. Sees the overhead coming. Excellent read. There's a burnout. That combo finishes it. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they hits him for the stun. This KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Throw zone. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Were they baiting them into that? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they are looking to impress with this super. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Ugh. Damn it. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? We have super arts on deck. Finishes with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Throws them. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. A jump? Oh my, the throw tech. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. This can lead to some big damage. Turns out. Turning it right up with a super. Still alive? Still alive? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Shake guns them with the ultimate killer head wrap. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still. Drop zone. Are you kidding me? Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Drops that off. Good old slaps. Took him to the corner in a flash. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. There's a one. Down to the wire. It's not over. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Misses the drive impact. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 is experiencing burnout, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Big, low, reaching heavy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. The super doesn't hit. Responds with the ultimate killer head wrap. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? The opening Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Overhead, but it won't work. A real test of nerves here. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. So little, the low block. And whiffs, they're wide open. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Box him with a target combo. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1, perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Impacts are no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. What a clutch side twist there. Now they need to capitalize. Hold your breath.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish.
It's a good spot
To use the super, charges forward. Player 1 is working with a better game. Hits them with a stop and block. How will they manage their drive gauges? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. 100 hand slap. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Looking for a chance. Good job, escaping. Digs in deep to get that drive. Grabs the back combo, finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Anything up sees the overhead coming. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. They're sitting on a full cannon spike. Sets up with the jump in. Bends the meter. There's the burnout. Amazing. Drive it back, misses. Players draw super hard incoming. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Super.
Hits that with confidence.
Noticeable, they were sitting on their meter for this super hard.
Runs up with the ultimate killer head grab.
Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Wall splat into the guard break. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. I can't believe it.
They didn't check the throw.
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Get into the ring. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. What's the play here? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Gets the jump in. Strings it all together. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1, ultimate killer head grab. Oh, they can't ignore that super gauge gap. Tags them and takes the W. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to hit them with a stop and pop. Good old slap. Took them to the corner in a flash. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Big man's coming for you.
Clean parry.
A parry? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Jumps up. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the neck. They're going for the super hard. Ultimate killer head grab. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Dangerous range here. Drive usage is back on the table. In there! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. There's a corner switch. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Both players brings out a super art. How's this gonna work out for them? Player 2 chases them down. Not shy with the grab. All right, what's coming up next? Their Oicho throw. You can't let them close in like that. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Risky up close super art. Ultimate killer headrest KO. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Anything off the smash? Hold your breath. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. It's back with the drive attacks on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Sees the overhead coming. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation on super art? Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Get into the ring.
An honor, to be sure. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throws him down. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The super armor does its job. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. This takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Who will gain control of the match? Burnout activates. Knockdown and Player 1 has an empty drive, hits them with a stop and block. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with, but Super Art, ultimate killer headband. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise. Reads the throw and escapes. Player 2 needs to use the threat. Oicho! Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Comes crashing down. They're going for the super art. Using the super can open up huge chance. The overhead denied. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. They can't squander this punish counterattack. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. What's next? Can they make the most of this? Finds the target. Sees the overhead coming. Their drive gauges are looking bad. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Grabs them. Pancake time. The overhead. Drops them. Next, the counter. Ooh, taking them for a ride. Okay, here we go. I called it! I called it! The Bulldogs, they are done! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Ooh, what's this? Puts one in the pocket. Deals some damage with that quick pump. Down to the wire. Player 2 chases them down. Trips them up. Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes.
Sumo headbutt.
KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Anything off the smash? Fantastic awareness. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. This fight looking to impress with this super.
Tyson Danganrongu connects. They're gonna score huge damage off of this.
Player 1 will need to burnout activate. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 needs to use the
Just goes for it at this range.
hangs around with a sick combo. Amazing.
Judy.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The super armor does its job. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 with a sliver of drive boost. Oh! Player 2 chases them down. Sticks the combo. Reads them. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
Underhand slap.
They don't need to go for it. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Okay, creating some space here. Blocks it. Genius read. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? Medium kick hits. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player with a super art? That's not gonna hit. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Anything off the smash? Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Charges forward. Good job escaping that dangerous corner. Hit them with a stop and bop. This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Barely blocks the jump in. Gets them with the anti-air. Were they baiting them into that? It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance.
Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Comes off the tank and scores the win.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Smart play with the throw. Player impact squat. Going on the offensive? Player 2 is in a pretty... Oh my god, they just choked it up! Both fighters planning something? Any throw will whiff at that range. They're in range. We're gonna see it hit them with a stop and bop. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some crowns them from above. Player 1, ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. 100 hands. Oh, here we go. Critical art now? This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Who's gonna take it? Sets up with the jump in. Oh, it's enough? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Get into the
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air.
Strike!
Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes for the surprise rush in. Coming through. The quarter makes it down to the wire. Solid combo. Medium kick hits him with a stopping bot. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Impact's a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 1 chases them down. Super on deck for both fighters. If there's a wall splash, they can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Ooh, there's a side switch that hits them with a stopping bot. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 will have to deal a super art. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Knockdown and overhead, but it won't work. Throws him. Player 2 will need to seize the overhead coming. A real test of nerves here. Player 1, a rare chance here. They gotta do something. You need guts to pull that off. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Butt smash. Brushes off the impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. The super armor does its job. Heats it up with a combo into super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. No more drive gauge. Taking stock. This is the range where things get, and that attack ends it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the anti-air. The next round is going on the offensive? Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Hits him with a stopping bomb. 100-hand slap. The drive impact is denied. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and gets the throw. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? The throw whiffs. The drive impact doesn't work. Blocks it. Oh my, the throw tag. Finds the target. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps and eats it. Jumps it, knocks him out of the air. Oh, the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. What are they gonna do? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over.
This is going to hurt. This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Player 2, absolutely relentless. Just go for it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Reads the throw and escapes. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Get a load of this!
Great thumbs up. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Talk about a show. That match had it all.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uh-oh. Falls short. Charges in with authority. Nothing but air for the impact. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Puts one in the pocket. Box him with a target call. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Takes a trip. The throw misses. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. That drive impact doesn't get through. Hold your breath. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Knockout and... They can't squander this punish counter chance. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge threat. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
It's time
Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. For a perfect KO. They were in full control there. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? Goes for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Impact's a no-go. The cross-up connects. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Does a good job of pushing back. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 had an impressive round run managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Gets right in there. Anything could happen here. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Hits them with a stop and block. 100-hand slap. A quick breather. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins as this charges forward. Manages to block the jumping attack. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. What'll happen here? KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Their spacing is so just goes for it at this range. Come on.
It's time to
Spends
trade.
it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. The super art's there. What's coming? The drive impact doesn't work. Rushes in. Player 1 has the super. Throws that off. A jump. Shoots their shot. Hits that with confidence. Boots him and takes a swing. Player punish counter sets the table. Player 1 impact squat. Ooh, what a smart throw! What now?
100 hands!
Drive impact misses!
Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
Noticeable life?
That's gonna leave him rattled. Ugh, take a seat! Totsugeki to the face!
Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? The drive impact doesn't work.
Oh, what's this? Who's coming out on top? Go on! It is over!
Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can face some big chances to do damage here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Going on the offensive? Brushes off the impact. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Anything off the smash? Hits them with a stopping block. 100-hand slap. Looking to impress with this super. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Ugh. Damn it. In there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Get into the
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Utilizes an overdrive arc there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Throws them. What's next? Reads their mind and techs the throw. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Bops him with a target combo. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 chases them down. Down to the wire. Getting into the end game now. Heats it up with a combo into super.
Ultimate killer head wrap!
They saw a path and they took it.
You're kidding me!
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Butt smash! Going on the offensive? Jumps up. Good job blocking the jumper.
Hits him with a stop and pop! 100-hand slap!
Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Uses the target combo with a filler. Awesome! Going in? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Super clutch brushes that off and keeps going. Life lead is there.
Super to show them what a PhD inspired can do for you!
They must good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Get into the ring!
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the command grab. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They block the overhead, and life lead opens up. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job blocking.
Hits him with a stop and pop!
There's a drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jumps. Hits him with a stop and pop. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Anything off overhead attack. All throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 throws him. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Sets up with the jump in. Connects with the throw. Jumps. The jump in is the... That back throw was huge. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start driving back misses. Tries to act quickly, but what a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Honda.
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player 2 chases him down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 2 can't have that slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. A quick breather. Looking for a chance. The impact doesn't do anything. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Links it! Here hits him with a stopping block. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Honda.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the surprise rush in. Oh, with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Goes for the fireball. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Uses the drive rush here to steal their charges forward. Projectile to try and change the situation. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Responds with the ultimate. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Butt smash. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
Get up!
Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Oicho! Both fighters planning something? Sees the overhead coming. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who low heavy? Cross that off. Good old slap. What now? Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 is on the big time whip. All in with a rush. Both fighters' drive gauges might... Oh, yo! What a super hit!
Hold up, it's the final bout! Pack it up! This match might be over!
What now? The overhead denied! What are they gonna do? Jump! A jump? Drive impact misses! Oh my god! This fight is not the perfect read! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win! Kicks out a kick! Long-range fireball to break the silence. Fires without warning. This fight is just underway. We're kind of down to the wire. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets the tech, but how will they get out of this corner? They are not letting that corner pressure get to them. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump-in is denied. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Heats it up with a combo into super.
Ultimate killer head wrap!
Player 1 will Uicho throw. You can't let
No escaping that!
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Dashes forward. Well-timed corner switch. Avoids getting cornered.
Hits him with a stop and block!
Good old slaps. A quick breather. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will look to apply meet them air to air. Max, no way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Are we charges up the plasma? Keeps him out!
Barely blocks the jump-in. Drive usage is back on the table. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. This is KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Anything off the smash? The last round. It's now or never.
Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it!
Jump! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player drives, in fact misses! Absolutely relentless! Close range projectile! Oh my, the close tech! There's a drive impact! Gut punch spreads it! Then closes it out! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Those aren't working here. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. What's the play here? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. What are they thinking here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Strings it all together. Heading into the experiencing burnout. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Time's the only thing moving here. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Decides to meet them in the air. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Anything off the smash? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. They break things off to take a quick breather. Going in, both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Drumming up a beatdown. Life lead is there, but still anyone bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Crashes out the cage right there. The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range. Oh my, the protect. This is gonna hurt. Impact, squat. The next touch. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. And eats it. Knocked them out of the air. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Player 2 is if drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. A jump. Oh, they switch sides. Steals back a chance. Player 2 with a slight lead pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 Katsugeki to the face. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Danger forward rush connects with the throw. Player 1 has a big drive gauge. Holy! Nothing stops this train. Maximum strike. A wheel turning it right up with a super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super.